Top boss two-gang switching system finds its application whereby you need a single point to put on or off multiple lighting points without necessarily having several switches, which may be cumbersome as well as include a lot of wiring, wasting materials. A two-gang switch comes in handy in that situation. For instance, in this case, I'm going to use a two-gang switch to operate this bulb, and the other switch will be operating this. But I'm bringing in another concept, wiring a two-way version using a two-gang switch. How am I going to achieve that? I will have this switch here and I will have this one gang placed here. So this one gang, when put on, will put on this light and can also put it off. But this other gang that is on this two-gang switch will also act together with this one gang switch in a system referred to as two-way light switch system to operate this light. The other gang will be reserved for this lighting point so that I'll be able to operate this light from here as well as from here. How is that connection done? Top boss, this is what we are going to do today. But where is this applied in house wiring? I'm going to share exactly that by the end of the video. Smash that like button if you are ready for that, and subscribe to our channel if you're not yet subscribed. So my top boss, we are going to wire it. First of all, I'm going to introduce to you, if you're not aware, something referred to as strappers. Strappers are cables that connect L1 and L2. A two-way switch has the L common, where you either connect the common from the supply or you connect the common which comes from the lamp. From the lighting source, we have the neutral, and we also have the phase connection to the lighting point. So you can connect it to the L common. That is if we are talking about a two-way switch system. But again, if we are talking about a one-way, the L common is connected to the phase or the source, and then L is connected to the lights phase connection or the lights half. Now, for a two-way switch system, we have the L common, we have the L1, and we have the L2 as indicated. Now, from this, we can connect half from the light. At this point, we will connect the L1 and the L2, which forms the strappers, which will be connected to either of these switches. Remember, this is a two-gang, and so we will be connecting one. If at all we select this one, it means that the strappers coming all the way from this one gang here, L1 will be connected to L1. L2 will be connected to L2 of this one gang. The other one gang switch on this two gang switch will be dedicated to that bulb there, or that lighting point. So you get how it goes. But again, something to remember is that this L common, we are going to short circuit it and feed it with the source or the live connection, and I'll be sharing with you why we will be doing that. At L1, we will feed that bulb using a phase connection because the lamp is already fed with the neutral. So let us go ahead and wire it. So allow me to explain. This is what we have here as the incoming neutral and the incoming phase. I don't know whether it is perfectly visible. So this conduit here is actually carrying the incoming neutral and the phase as I have wired. This is the phase, this is the neutral. This neutral, of course, drops at the lighting point, and it's connected in a manner that it will not be disconnected in any way if you replace a bulb holder. The neutral must be continuing so that it does not affect the other light. And then this is fed to the lighting point. Then what happens is that the phase continues, progresses all the way to feed two gang switch here. Now this half here is connected to the bulb holder, completing the circuit for that lighting point, and it will come here all the way to this particular switch box here, where it will be fed to the L common. Notice that these two strappers from here are running all through the holder. They are not connecting anywhere, and this is where we are connecting them. Now what we have here is these two strappers as well as the feed, the incoming, which is the face, and we also have this other half. We refer to it as the half to feed this lighting point that is here. Two gang switch. How are we going to make that connection? Now I will choose one gang. Let's say it is this one because it's on the inner side and this bulb is here. I will pick this one so that I can be able to connect it. How will I connect it? The L common is definitely the face that is coming from the source. The L1 and the L2 are these strappers, this blue insulation. And then the other half, which goes to activate this bulb, I will definitely connect it to L1, and I will connect these two switches because they have to be fed with the face. So I will first of all loop them and then introduce the face cable here. My top boss, are you looking forward to advance in terms of skill set when it comes to electrical installation? In our single phase wiring course, we have slashed the course by half. Imagine, by half, for only a limited period of time. Get the course. The link is on the description of this video. Now let's get back to the video. I don't know whether you have understood there, but I know you will understand by me wiring that. But first of all, let us wire the bulb holders and then we will conclude with the switches. So starting with this one at the center, it's so simple. The neutral connections are there and its half cable is there. So there you have it, our bulb holder. And finally, my top boss, let's go to the switches. This is what we have, our L common from the bulb. We definitely connect it here. So this comes from the bulb, a single cable, and then we screw it. So these two cables here, which are the strappers connecting to the other switch, we connect it to L1 and L2. So now for these two gang, what I'm doing is, like we said, we want this, the inner one to activate the light and this outer one to activate that light on above there. So this is going to be connected to the strappers so that we will have it as the one activating our light at the center. All right. So I would start with connecting the strappers. So these are the strappers so that we can be done with them. Connect them like so. Then just screw them. We need to feed these two switches with the mains, which is this one. How do we do it? First, we will use a looping cable. I had already prepared one. So this one loops the common and the other common here. So we simply connect it like so. Then we feed so that the two gang switches are fed with that mains connection. So now we have already completed the wiring for the two gang two-way for that other bulb. What is remaining is for this other bulb. So this is the half from that bulb there. What we will do, this is the switch which is dedicated to it. All right. So having connected, we now screw in our switch. So my top boss, having wired our two gang switch and our one gang switch here, it is now time to test it. So we'll have our bulbs. Working perfectly. So this one gang activating this light here, and this other version activating this here, and this one gang is only dedicated to this light bulb here. The application of this system is whereby in a home or in a house wiring, let's say this is in a sitting room or a kitchen, you can activate it at this entrance here, and then at the exit you can put it on or off wherever you want. And then this might be a security light just at the door, you can switch it on or off. So that is that, my top boss. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe so that you may not miss any of my videos. See you in the next one.